Hi all, how's it going? So I came across my sixth grade yearbook. The yearbook is a laminated purple construction paper with white paper filling the body of the yearbook. There's a class picture of all those in my grade at that time. Unfortunately, I'm missing. I was always annoyed by this. However, despite this tragedy, the message I left under my yearbook picture is practically a dream come true. It says, in 10 years from now, I'll be 22. I would like to go to FIT, Fashion Institute of Technology. I want to be a model as a side job. Then I want to be a designer. I'll try my hardest, and if I don't succeed, I want to be an actress. At that age, I want to have twin girls. It's incredible. I envisioned the future I wanted as an adult while being a child, and then emulating that vision as best as possible. Meanwhile, the vision didn't exactly turn out as imagined, but I aimed for the stars and landed on the moon. In 2010, I was 22. I recently moved to Miami for the first time and fixated on the saga-long relationship with my high school sweetheart. While living with my family, I worked as an admin coordinator working with refugee minors. It was actually one of my most favorite jobs I ever had, and pursued my college degree at the same time, paying for college tuition out of pocket. So, as a young adult, I was lost and disillusioned about freedom. I was eager to move from under my mother's roof, but uncertain of how to accomplish it on my own. On the outside looking in, people regarded my family as probably the beautiful Caribbean unit, but our paradise had trouble. My mother, although married and educated, was in love with a man that suffered with drug addiction and poor coping skills. Since we were children, the two were separated more than they were married, for good reason. Being married with three female children in the house and providing stability was a responsibility my stepfather couldn't uphold. Therefore, majority of their marriage, my mother raised us with a strict background and polished us to become educated women. Based on statistics for the Black population, some may not be surprised and stereotype this narrative. But stereotypes are shallow, and the depths of this story reveals a pattern of broken hearts. With learned behavior, I still pined over my high school sweetheart too. Ignoring the lack of compatibility and determined to create a life and family with first love, we agreed to live together, which we did. As hard as it was for me to accept the relationship was not what I had hoped it'd be, we went through some low points and childish good times. One of the good points was beginning my fashion design career. I developed my first collection of dresses. This is where I practiced and manipulated dress patterns and draping garments from start to finish. Despite sewing at an amateur level, the designs were stunning. I recall those who were slow to giving praise, impressed and commending my work. And believe me, that was gratifying. I called the brand KPJM Design and Consultation. I even blogged an amateur photoshoot at that time. I imagine you're wondering about the leap between both passions. Unlike the expectation to be focused and decide on my collegial path, I was unfocused. Although I expressed leaving to FIT, I became intimidated and distracted and chose any college that would meet the goal of beginning down the path of starting what college had to offer. Originally, I chose business as a major, but became bored with the courses. Humanities was a required discipline, leading me to select general psychology. This began my intrigue in the field of psychology. I enjoyed learning about an individual's development that factored into their perception, behavior, and health. Henceforth, I needed to know more about this degree of science. When the relationship was nearing the end, I graduated with my bachelor's degree in psychology. In fear of becoming a starving artist, I placed my fashion design pursuits on hold and focused on developing a livelihood for myself, on my own. The challenge about being independent and maintaining your own livelihood is you need the right frame of mind, body, and soul, and I wasn't in that place. I was distracted by a broken heart, which spurred on depression. Thus, I left New Jersey and returned to Florida a second time. This time, I returned to the beach and worked on myself. In tandem, I worked on my exterior and interior. Firstly, the benefits of having a psychology degree is it provided awareness. For my exterior, I reached back into my gymnastics roots and trained for fitness and fun. Then I allowed the soul searching to begin. One of the biggest takeaways is I realized I need to take ownership for the role I play in life. Understanding my errors was humbling. However, understanding the role of dysfunction in my life was enlightening. I discovered patterns I needed to discontinue and attachments I needed to release, and I clutched at them. Upon releasing, I began achieving and secure healthy self-esteem rather than the superficial self-esteem society boasts about, and this helped me put value on me and the things that matter. Before I fast forward, the road to accountability and value remained with hurdles, but I walked with a different confidence. I walked with faith and determined obedience. So, in 2022, I graduated with my master's in science with a mental health counseling degree because I foresee myself teaching, giving therapy, and still nurturing my artistic nature. Since KPJM Design and Consultations, I rebranded and trademarked the company into Her Advantage. So stay tuned to see how incredible it is to see me share my peaks and my valleys and my efforts at remaining true to my core.